Welcome back to the panel, pals. We're your co-hosts. I'm MN Stash.
And I'm Skull Riot.
And today, we got Ultimate Spider-Man issues 54 to 59, the Hollywood story.
Hell yeah, we're back with Ultimate Spider-Man. And you know who else is back, even though we just saw him last time we read Ultimate Spider-Man? Dr. Octopus.
Yeah. He's a bit different here.
He's well more edgy.
Yeah.
This the story this time is for some reason making a Spider-Man movie, and Peter's not too happy about it, is he?
It's kind of sad how whenever he tries to stop like the thing or he tries to disrupt them, they're like, "Are you recording this?" And they just use whatever he does for the film.
He's helping them accidentally, yeah.
But Doc Ock was just like the Raimi movie here. Like he looked like him, and then he would talk to the arms.
He was very much the Sam Raimi thing, the Sam Raimi movie. This must have been when Spider-Man 2 was getting created, because you literally get Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi, and Avi Arad in the comic.
I hate the way they praise him so much. Like he hasn't ruined so many movies for so.
At the end of No Way Home, when I was sat in the cinema, watched No Way Home, and at the end it's like, special thanks to Avi Arad who made the whole thing possible. And I'm sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? The dude ruined 2 separate iterations of Spider-Man, and now we're stuck with Spider-Kid. It's just all the shit he's done. Why are we? I'm not clapping for it.
He took away the the best trilogy possible for Spider-Man. If Spider-Man 3 was literally just Harry as the Green Goblin, that would have been like my favorite trilogy, like probably ever, as just a comic book fan.
We'd still be getting like Spider-Man friggin' 10 now. We'd still have the golden years, but no, this prick who had to meddle round. The one thing he's done of note was make it so the symbiote turns you naughty, and he's been riding that ever since.
Yeah. Now, ever since that, the symbiote has never been betrayed like how it originally was.
Yeah. Like that was his one contribution, and now it knocks me sick. Anyway,
well, also, Rosie's in this comic, just name dropped.
Rosie Octavius, dude, from Raimi Man 2. She has a bit of a marginally better fate than the one from the movie.
She still gets paid.
Yeah, she gets the money. She's betrayed Otto by selling his story. And Otto is fuming that his wife... Is he there to stop production, or is he just there to kill his own wife and Spidey stops him? I'm sure Otto doesn't give it. He's not even the villain in the movie. Mysterio, for some reason, is the villain in the movie.
I love how they got
it's Bruce Campbell. Yeah, he's in. Well, it is a Sam Raimi production, and mate, he's got to be in it somewhere.
But just like
as Mysterio too.
Even how that was like originally planned anyway in the actual film.
It was going to be in 4, weren't it, mate? What a twist that would have been, dude. In Spider-Man 4, like, the dude we've seen through every movie so far has slowly been building to a life of crime.
Yeah, because I mean, Peter, he never questions why, like, he's the announcer, then he's the the doorman, then the restaurant guy.
Yeah, so like, do you reckon, like, because he must have seen, he's the dude who named Spider-Man. Do you reckon he's trying to get, like, he wants payment for improving Spidey's image? Because he'd be known as the human spider if not for him.
But even like, I mean, like, probably, because I'm guessing, I don't even know what direction this Mysterio would have went for.
In the actual Spider-Man 4, I think he was just going to be like a one-off, a quick villain, like Spider-Man's also been fighting these guys, and it just shows him handing them off to the police, doesn't it? He's got a big pot belly as well.
But how good was the costume here? This was just like 616 Mysterio.
Yeah. It's
It's
funny how
weird because
later
then
on,
they ruin the
yeah,
costume.
I was just going to say later on we get an actual Ultimate Mysterio, and he's nothing like this guy, which is ironic when he's unmasked and you find out who he is.
I
But
can't even remember. I skim read it all.
you know what? That's not even in Ultimate Spider-Man. Like, Peter's dead long before you find out. You do see Mysterio. You find out, how stupid is this, by the way? This is so stupid. The Mysterio from Ultimate, which has like the blue, he looks more like Dormammu. He's like got blue flame around his head and that, is actually a robot controlled by 616 Quentin Beck, who has found a way to cross dimensions. How stupid. He crosses dimensions to this world where Peter Parker was Spider-Man and died. And yet he doesn't then go, oh, Peter Parker then, okay, who the hell's Peter Parker? Look up his universe's version and be like, so this dude's clearly Spider-Man in my world too. I'm going to go ruin his life. But no.
He's
It's
the
a
guy
remote
that sold
control.
that equipment to the Tinkerer all those years ago.
Yeah, he was the alien in Spider-Man issue 2. Where did
You
Aunt
know,
May go? Atlantic City.
but I was going to say, though, speaking of stupid,
Yeah.
Kong, they just use oh, dude, when we like go in the mindset of like Kong is Bendis, it's like the
He's getting
most
himself
obnoxious
all the...
thing ever, dude. You know, like
Yeah, it
Flash
is.
is like telling him how lame it is. He's trying to ruin it. Kong ends up just banging in the audition, gets in the film, has all the girls around him now, and it's like,
Yeah.
dude,
It's like writing a story where the main character's like got your name and gets all the girls and has all the powers.
it's so
Why
fucking
didn't he just
stupid.
make... Why didn't he, instead of creating Miles, why didn't he just make Kong the new Spider-Man?
Dude, I'm still haunted by like the images of Goth Kong.
Oh Christ, yeah, I forgot that was coming.
That was like that needs to be erased. Does that
Did
mean
you
Bendis
see
had like a goth phase?
oh mate, imagine him. You know, in the first issue of the story, 54. By the way, today we've went through issues 54 to 59 of Ultimate Spider-Man. And in issue 54, when it shows Tobey Maguire behind the scenes, his mask is very Raimi mask instead of...
Yeah, it's sharp.
Yeah, the eyes are sharp as hell. Like, they at least put that bit of effort in. Was it right that there was two versions of this, one that uses the real names and one that doesn't, and he's Arachno Man instead?
Yeah, I got the Arachnoman variant, but I read
Ah,
the Tobey Maguire one.
man, I had the Maguire one, yeah. But
I
I
can't
remember
remember like
Arachno Man from the game.
I can't remember who they used instead
Wasn't
for
it like
the
Larry Leibowitz or something? It was like a very fake name.
they should have just done like just to play on
Dan
the
Raimi.
actual names. Yeah,
Yeah. Tony
Tom.
Maguire.
Yeah. And then just get rid of Avia Red.
Oh, yeah, defo. Bit him.
But, you
I'm
know,
pulling up the
what was
wiki to
what do
see
you
what
think
the
the
fake
best
names
part
were.
was?
Um, hmm. Otto, to be fair, was very menacing when he was on the plane, just talking
He
raw
ripped
shit about
his
how much he
tooth
hates
out,
Spider-Man.
dude.
Yeah, it was gross, mate. And I thought it was funny when Peter was trying to get home at the end and he was like raiding people's luggage. And he had to,
Aunt May sees him on the taxi and she's like, nah. Yeah,
yeah.
nah. He looks directly at her.
Oh,
What
yeah,
do you
he's
think of
like, hey, it's
Gwen?
my Aunt May. Oh, shit, my Aunt May. You know what? The bit where she immediately knew they were watching the Parker house, that bit was quite good because, as she says, being a policeman's daughter, she would pick up on shit like this. But I don't see how Mary Jane freaking out and suddenly running home makes her think, oh, so Peter's Spider-Man, and then she goes and opens the chest. You know what I mean?
I also found I found her conflict a bit tedious.
Stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Like
The
I
whole
think
like
it had a good ending for it, but to get to the ending, it was pretty annoying. How you know, he didn't kill your dad.
she knows not only if the police told her several times, but as Peter says, he was with her the
Oh, that
whole
was
day
stupid.
in New
I heard
York.
like she was like clear, like you're in shock because now you know that Peter's Spider-Man. But to then say that you killed my dad while he was next to you, that's like actually insane.
Yeah, the whole thing was very like contrived how she's still there was a time before, I think it was after the Venom stuff, where she says like whether it was Spider-Man or a guy dressed like Spider-Man, he still killed my dad. And even then it was stupid. Because you know it wasn't Spider-Man. The whole build up. I don't really like Ultimate Gwen, I think. Like she's just a bit of a annoying bitch.
Well, I think like a lot of Gwen is just annoying, especially the 616
True.
Gwen. I think this one's more interesting than 616, but then there's a lot of times where like this particular part of her story just sort of drags on way too long.
It annoys me in 616 how, because she died, everyone thinks she was some absolute saint. Even
She
like, as I
was
said to you
so
this week, as I said to you this week, dude, Norman Osborn sees Spider Gwen and he's like, his heart breaks because he was so like, Gwen was such a pure soul. And you're like, yeah, Norman, you're the one who killed her, dude. You know, relax a bit. And I know even Marvel
you're
are
lucky
trying to,
Sin's past got retconned. Like, or
yeah,
else it'd have been even worse.
like Marvel are desperately trying to scramble to like put her up as this absolute beauty of a person when all she really did was complain about Peter not being into her and then cry about Spider-Man killing her dad, even though Dr. fucking Octopus killed your dad, love. He knocked the friggin' chimney on him.
Your dad dived to save a child. Spider-Man wasn't actually there.
Yeah. Bloody joke, mate.
Oh, it's so stupid. Because like I actually really like the dynamic between her and Peter in this when they're actually acting like siblings.
Oh yeah, like at
Um
the start where they're like the Home Alone.
oh yeah, yeah. The hanky panky thing. Like that was classic Bendis dialogue.
Oh yeah, mate. The hanky without the panky, but what's the point of the
Or
panky
just
without the?
panky. I
You just
think the
okay,
panky
Bendis.
bits.
We've got 22 pages to get through, dude. Let's crack on a bit.
Mate, there was a lot of just like dialogue vomit. Um
I thought a lot of the news like dialogue was very extended. Like instead of getting to the point, they'd be like, "This was a ferocious, disgraceful battle upon the scene of the Spider-Man movie," and like the way it's worded was like unnatural as hell.
but even just like it's funny. There's one page where he clearly could not fit this many thought boxes. So he just does like he
Oh
gets
yeah,
like, "Hey Bagley, can you just rule down the side for me, please?"
yeah, I spotted that when he's eating cereal, and
Yeah,
it's literally
just
just
like, mate. When I was get up to that page, I just like I took a deep breath. I'm like, okay, you know,
all
I
right,
read
get me
comics
glasses
because
out.
it's it's not as sophisticated as a normal book here, but
Is
it
it
looks
even
like
a comic at this point, dude? Like, uh, there's another one later on where like the amazing friends all live at Aunt May's, and he's like staring at the cameras around the table. He's like, "So this is my life now, a superhero boarding house," and it's just a block of text.
there was I can't remember if it was in the first issue of the story or no, I think it was it. Whoa. Yeah, it was. Um,
Yeah,
with like classic Bendis dialogue. You know when the arms are trying to break free,
Yeah.
and then the two scientists go, "What is that? What is what? That? I have
Yeah.
no idea. This is my state.
That
Do you hear that? That? What is that?" It's like fucking Bendis, dude.
that is your
Get to the
Bendis, dude.
point. I mean, the tentacles then just killed him. So I mean, it's
Yeah. Which they do a lot of in this. Like, these tentacles can turn into like guns or flamethrowers, but a lot of the time they just impale people.
But even I thought it
Because
was weird how like sometimes they have the claws, and then other times they retract.
they like morph, don't they, into weird like. There's a panel here right at the end. He breaks everyone loose from Rikers. Which, why is he in Rikers and not the raft? Especially after he tried to kill the president or whatever last time we saw him. But they're very gooey. These arms, aren't they? They transform into different shit, which just makes them look
It's
goofy half the time.
it's also funny how like Nick Fury was saying they wanted to use his arms to study, but then you realize that was a mistake. It's like, oh really?
Yeah. Ooh.
Real?
This is
Like
only the fourth time.
you're meant to be like, the smartest director on the fucking planet. It's like in the
Like,
60s
fair
when they'd
play.
go to jail and they'd still wear their costumes.
Yeah. Like, when I say that thing the other day, at the end of Enter Electro, and like Shocker's in his cell with his gauntlets, which he's used to escape prison before. Electro's in there, mask on, not wearing any like power dampening whatever's. But that's the
He,
PS1, we can forget that.
I even love in like the Lego game, like Lego Batman 1, when they're all in their prison cell. And like doesn't Joker have like a Batman doll and a noose?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say then, in like the second Scarecrow episode of the Batman animated series, Batman's walking through Arkham, and all his villains are in the same cell block, like in costume, like Poison Ivy's watering plants. Joker's there in his purple suit with his flower that squirts acid, just chilling in his cell. Come on, man, you're meant to be like rehabilitating these people. At least take the toys off them.
It's like what if they said, fellas, I get it, we don't like each other, but for this one moment, let's just work together.
Let's just team up and, go kill Spider-Man.
There's no way that they would defeat, or Batman would defeat all of them at the same time.
I know we're going a bit off topic here, but in Batman Kings of Fear, at the very start, he obliterates Joker, Freeze, Killer Croc, Penguin, Bane, like back to back. It's like 5-on-1. And Batman just emerges victorious without even breaking a sweat. It's
So
like,
that
dude,
just makes like
what?
Nightfall null and void.
Pointless. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, dude. I was like, what the hell? How did he do that?
Wasn't like a major point of Nightfall how like Bane made it so he was so tired after beating all of
Yeah.
his rogues gallery? Then this Batman's
Where's
like,
the
I
town?
just does it all in one go.
This is Arkham style Batman. He's just like, one night he takes down Deathstroke, Scarecrow, friggin' meets Man Bat and takes him down as well. Professor Pig. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Speed running. So, Otto is one thing. I thought for a second we had the return of Edward Brock Jr. During the bit where they're all auditioning to be in the Spider-Man movie, and they're all going, "Look, in the sky, it's Spider-Man."
Oh yeah.
One of them is literally Eddie Brock Jr. Is this his revenge? Is he going to,
Oh
make
yeah.
the film shit?
He's got like the piercings too.
Yeah, dude, it's literally spit an image. And then that looks a bit like an old Cletus Cassidy next to him. And then middle right looks like if they coloured Tombstone in, like, wrong.
Or like my favorite one's the middle one.
The dude
Look
is
up
like,
in the
looking there.
spider. No,
way.
wait, look up.
This is like, you know, the woman in the second movie where she's like, it's a web. Go, Spidey, go. This must have been like
No,
what it was like for her.
even just like in Spider-Man 1, you know, when like at that festival thing, that one woman points up, look, it's Spider-Man, and then it like for like
That's
literally a
Spider-Man.
millisecond she says it.
Goblins,
And
huh?
then, you know, like
Incredible.
one of my gonna meet again.
Yeah, that's why I
It's like
love
it's
Norman. I love
fucking comics.
Willem Dafoe's. Yeah, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin's just fantastic because he is like hamming it up. It's like you're watching a comic, dude. Like it's like, speak of the devil. The whole every
Sleep.
line he's got. Oh, just the whole when he like pats him on the head when he's got him like half conscious talking to him on the
Yes,
roof.
it's
Here's
such
the
a good.
real truth. I could squash you like a bug right now. He's just
No one
fantastic,
says
dude.
no to me.
Oh, I love it. Out,
Even
am I?
when like he's screaming, he's pretending to be the woman trapped in the building. He just turns around and belts out one of the loudest, you know.
Scariest moments in fucking comics, dude. You're like, huh? Even the
Even
moth
wasn't it
to a
like
flame line is pure villainy.
a moth to the flame? Even when Harry finds him on the ground and he's like, "What
Yeah.
happened? What happened?"
Last night I scares the shit out of me.
It's so cool, dude. William Dafoe's generally just like one of the best actors of our time.
Oh, he's a weapon, dude.
I
Whatever
love
he's in, I'm never.
the lighthouse where he's like completely naked, but he's like holding Robert Pattinson. That one scene. No, that's Dafoe.
You know, sorry, I'm just still thinking about Spider-Man the movie now. Um, in Hollywood, then, what do you reckon the actual story for the Spider-Man movie was going to be? Because we've got Mysterio as a villain, and he seems to have kind of like his own Harley Quinn type of henchwoman.
I was kind of like, wouldn't a part of it have to be Doc Ock since they had the consultant of his wife?
I suppose so, yeah. Like they were sequel baiting, mate. Like there'll be a scene at the end where Spider-Man swings past like a vault full of tentacle.
Oh god, like in TASM 2 flashbacks.
Yeah, dude. You got Rosalita Octavius working on set, like she's on set now as the filming. So Doc Ock must have been a part of it at least. Oh, dude, how stupid is the guard at the start talking raw shit to Otto?
Oh yeah, yeah. What if he never did?
What the
He
hell?
actually just
Yeah,
been like calmly in prison.
he's just sitting there like defeated, isn't he?
Yeah,
And then this one
he,
dickhead's like, "Wait, can't believe Marvel
well,
civilians, dude. I swear."
he got his payback anyway.
Cool.
You know how dangerous Spider-Man's mask is in this series, with the fact that it's just glass.
I know.
Like
Mate,
it
if that
cracked here
shatters on
again.
his eye, doesn't he say in PS4, like there's in one of the backpacks, one of the
Yeah.
collectibles is like a shattered eyeglass, and he's like, I nearly got blinded by this when it like when Vulture shattered it, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, that is glass right next to your eye, mate. You are correct.
Peter should never have said that he loosened the tooth.
I don't know, yeah, what the hell? Oh, I'll
That
tell you what was crafty,
literally
mate.
would have been so fucking painful.
Oh, yeah, mate, he's crying as he does it, dude. What I did think was cheeky of Doc Ock is when he put the tentacles on someone's corpse while he escaped.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was crafty, to be fair to him. Like, but then, as we said before beginning, we're pretty sure this Doctor Octopus genuinely murders like a baby. I'm on issue 57. He steals an airplane, but the woman that he kills to get the airplane is holding a newborn baby. You see the little arm coming up, and then,
And there was a kid
you
there as
know,
well,
yeah.
next to them. Yeah, this
You know what?
Otto
This
just
could have been
doesn't
a.
care.
He's vile now, dude. He's crossed the line now. It's one thing trying to kill Spider-Man for like mugging you off, but this rich family who were going on holiday or something. This might have been. I know we see Iron Fist later, but this could have been the Rands on the way to like the Himalayas or whatever, because the kid's dressed all warm, innit?
Well, I mean, like, what? I remember Iron Fist in the later story, but does he have much lore outside of it?
In Ultimate Spider-Man, I don't think so. He does like team up with the Ultimate Knights because every team's got to have the fucking word "ultimate" in it for some reason. But otherwise, I don't think there is a twist that I don't want to spoil yet because we're coming up to that story. But other than that, I think he's only in that saga for the whole of Ultimate. Because, as we said a while ago, there wasn't even like a proper Ultimate Daredevil. It was only Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Avengers that got like ongoing series, weren't it?
I mean, and then only Spidey was really worth reading,
Only Spidey's the one. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Spidey's the
as
only one you
always.
should bother with. Skimming ahead. I'll tell you what was cool as hell, dude. The cover to issue 58. Ominous.
Um, Let me just get that one up because
Yeah.
like Doc Ock looked always like the Raimi one in these covers.
Yeah. That one where he's in the coat. That is pure.
Mm,
That's a
yeah,
still from the movie, dude. Is that issue, I think, 59, maybe?
I think it's 56 probably.
Issue 59's looks more like it comes from the next story arc, Carnage. Because
It's
nothing here
55, the
says
Doc Ock one.
Hollywood to me. Oh, got you. Look at issue 59, though. That doesn't really suit what we're going for this.
I'm
That should
kind
have
of
probably been.
nervous, you know what I mean? Like we're getting to a stage soon where it's like there's no turning back in that sense.
Yeah, the story's about to stop for a fair while.
Oh, it's got the lava thing, even though you don't like Spidey's not there for the lava.
Yeah, it's just all the red makes me think more like this should have been from the Carnage story instead of the last issue with the Doc Ock one. But well.
Oh, definitely. But I don't know. I kind of think out of my favorites was there. I think it's the one that like they're both fighting each other.
57 as
Yeah,
Spidey dodging Doc Ock.
yeah, I like that one a lot.
Nice.
I mean, it's Bagley, so you can't
in
like
the in the previous lay-ons, all the parts have like a paragraph, but part 4 or 6 literally just said, "The doors open on the jet. Doc Ock believes Spider-Man escaped." That was the whole issue. The door opens, Spidey's gone. Uh-oh.
What do you think is like the best one?
Probably, I think the only one that has any plot relevance is 59, because of the Gwen stuff. And it's not as good as the conversation back in the Electro arc where he tells Mary Jane.
Oh yeah, no.
At least it pushes like the Peter dynamics forward. Because without that bit, it's just your standard like Doc Ock breaks out, Spider-Man punches him type of tale.
I mean,
have you got a favorite?
I think issue 59 is the best, but I think 58's my favorite one. Because 58, he beats Doc Ock, he's in Brazil, and then he gets
he's
back.
Gotta get home.
Yeah, he's just jumping, and then he sees, there's Aunt May.
And literally most of the story, I had like the music from Ferris Bueller's Day Off in my head as he's like, "There's Aunt May." Gotta get home before her. This whole grid, top left, he's like, "Hey, it's my Aunt May," and he's like legging it home. That's like, this is what John Watts based Homecoming off, because there's an entire segment of Homecoming stealing this.
It's sad it's not done as good though.
Yeah, not nearly.
Do you think like Aunt May would have told her therapist about this?
Yeah, but like, he's doing it again. Fucking Spider-Man, he's still out there following me. Because this is twice he sees her at the airport in New Jersey. So he's come all the way to Jersey stalking her. And now he's right outside.
He actually, I actually think it's nice for a change that Peter had an injury Spider-Man related, and he got out of it pretty easily for once.
Oh yeah. Just as got hit by a dodgeball.
It is like sports. And then it's like, alright, you gotta get it fixed.
Yeah, it doesn't happen like as often as you'd think. Like in, for example, The Witcher. The dude who like from the games and like the books and shit. In the books, the main character has always got some kind of like wound from a previous fight with a monster, and he's always like, "Ooh, my shoulder's still fucked up from that vampire or whatever." And you'd think like a superhero would have more issues of him being like, "Oh, my arm's still buggered after Stiltman tried to take me down." Took that bullet in the shoulder from friggin' what's his name, and he's like, got to be careful how he moves it. Or, like, do you remember when Ben Reilly got mashed up by Mysterio and like was sticking to the wall overnight, and he woke up and his arm was like shattered?
When was that?
I think it's during Media Blizzard, where like Sensational Spidey fights Mysterio and he gets knocked out while he's like mid-wall crawl. He wakes up the next day and his arm's been like rigid, holding him up all night, and his arm's just destroyed. He's like, "Oh Jesus!" I'll try and find it for you later and send it you. But he's like, something knocks him out and he's stuck to the wall while unconscious, and it's just does his arm right in for the rest of the story.
That's the thing about like Batman, though. No matter how peak human condition he is, after a certain amount of injuries, your body will just say, like, please stop.
Yeah, dude. Like, all they ever do is he takes off his shirt, you see scars, but it's like, no, dude, you wouldn't be able to move your arm like that after the shit you've done.
You were really pushing it with, like, Nightfall, but come on.
Yeah, the broken back. Absolutely, dude. They should be more like... I know it's comics, but if you have like an ongoing story, you'd think it would come up more, these injuries that they sustain. Unless it's part of the origin, like with Daredevil. Like, he's still blind to this day.
Like, I always hate those stories for Daredevil when they try to recreate his powers, but like for other people. I think it only somewhat worked in the sense of like Cold Day in Hell. Just because of how dystopian that was. But for like Mark Waid stuff and other Daredevil stories, I never really cared for that sort of thing.
Where they try to recreate it in others, like what we did with Blind Spot. Then he gets his eyes carved out, and then he gets a similar sense, or like with Ikari, the baddie.
There was, like Ikari, because around that time, I'm pretty sure they were trying to recreate like Daredevil's powers, and they had like I remember one issue where they had tried to set it up just like how he lost them.
Yeah.
Um, like they had the truck. They had like an action scene where like like they recreated the scenery.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the
Because
exact story, but I never really like interest me that much.
yeah, because you'd be like the same chemicals splashing in some other kid's eyes.
Yeah, they were trying to like get it to. I think they did make it somewhat successful, but I can't remember properly.
Suppose with Spider-Man it's a bit easier though, isn't it? Like just have to have a spider bite him, and then apparently anyone can just roll up and.
How do you think this story fit in the grand scheme of things for Ultimate Spider-Man?
I think it does later on have there's a cheeky bit later that screws Peter right over, where because it's such a cultural hit and everyone loved the Spider-Man movie, they start selling Spider-Man merchandise, and then the Kingpin ends up purchasing the rights. So everyone who buys like a Spider-Man action figure, that money goes right to the Kingpin of crime, which
I
is a
do
nice
vaguely
little like
remember that issue because he gets.
yeah.
If you were Peter, would you have like said to like Avi or Rad, like, let's make a deal?
I wouldn't trust Avi Arad because I have seen Spider-Man 3, but uh, I would have maybe like I'd have tried to sort something. But that's what screws him over all the time, and it like when he goes to get his money from the wrestling promoter, and he's like, "Go on, then take off your mask, and we'll make a deal." He's like, "How do I know it's the same guy under there every time?" I think that was in Ultimate Spider-Man actually at the start, when it that was
Or even
why
just
he
like
couldn't make
he
a deal with
blames
the
it as well. Yeah, like he's like, we never take your mask off. You got to be the one stealing.
yeah, it's the ridiculous. Why would he steal? He literally says down, he's like, "Why would I steal when like I'm making boss money doing this shit?"
Yeah, and he says like one of you probably like you're probably the one stealing it.
Yeah. And then in the actual Raimi movie, where like Peter's just in the dude's office, mask off, it's like, what the hell, dude? You should probably like him screwing him over
I know,
is
like
more justified.
I know the entire point of the scene is that like the guy's scummy and he's clearly just looking to not pay Peter any money.
Yeah.
But but it still pisses me off. Like it still fucking pisses me off, that entire scene. Where what was the full cash prize? Was it
3,000.
3,000? Yeah, for
Yeah.
3 minutes, and you pinned him in two. So then that's like that's 2,000. That's not fucking
Yeah.
300.
It's better than I've not got enough money for chocolate milk.
Yeah,
Uncle
and
Ben.
then the robber in like it was so weird how in that origin the robber was just being like an actual bro to Spidey. Like if you're
And then he gets
Peter and
killed
that's
by Carnage.
but like oh fuck me. But for like that
Gabe.
brief 10 minutes, Peter's like, huh, well, he robbed the guy, but he still gave me my chocolate milk. Like, he's alright.
You know, at the end where Lizard's like, "I'm gonna save them all, Peter. Oh, here's some chocolate milk, by the way." Spider's like, "Oh, yeah, let's do it." Lizard New York.
He's just like, how can
Or-
you tell which one's Peter? You got like the one drinking chocolate milk in the back.
And then in Amazing Spider-Man 2, where Electro's like, "Do you want chocolate milk now, Spider-Man?" Yeah, best friend.
It instantly just remembers his name.
Yes. Oh, Max. Yeah. You're my eyes and ears.
You're my chocolate and I mean you're my eyes and milk.
You're my
Fuck.
oh.
You were using me for chocolate milk. No, buddy, no, come
No,
on, no.
In No Way Home, where he finally at the Statue of Liberty shares his chocolate milk.
Yeah, we
You know, I
with
really hope you
Zendaya.
had chocolate milk under there.
It's like with Zendaya where it's like, are you okay? It just starts nodding after he gave like some chocolate milk to her. Everyone's talking about like Uncle Ben died, Aunt May died, and then he's like, I didn't share my chocolate milk with my Gwen, with my MJ.
She was my chocolate milk.
There has to be a what if where like him and the robber just become best friends. Because he didn't kill Uncle Ben, but instead like
Yeah,
every time he
he
robs a
went with
place
him.
now, he takes like chocolate milk for Peter.
At the end of these,
How did we even get to that point?
I don't even know. At the end of this story, obviously, the movie comes out and we jump 4 months into the future. Meaning, another 4 months has passed. Back in the first Dr. Octopus story, a news reporter tells Craven that the Green Goblin attacked the school months ago. So it's been at least a year since he's become Spider-Man now.
Could you
And
argue
a lot
that
of shit's
like it could be just a couple months? Because
by
then it's still plural.
saying it was months ago, it could just be 2 months. Fair play. Hell, it could have only been a month and a half, and she's just rounding up. But I still think it's so stupid at the end where we find out all this has happened within like 9 months. He's still 15. He's still, I don't know about American grades, so I don't know what grade he's in. But you know, he's still in the same grade as he was when he started. The fact this whole 150 issues is condensed into less than a year always pisses me off.
It's
Sick
just
ass
like
Simpson reference with Buzz Beer, by the way.
you know what it comes
So
off
I
as
can't go
like
those.
you know like in the Arkham games
Yeah.
where
Oh, mate.
there's just no way especially Night. There's no way Arkham Knight takes place in one night.
God, no. You know
This
what I
this
thought was even more
this
stupid?
bullshit.
In Arkham Knight, when Firefly comes back and he's like, you stopped me once, friggin' 10 years ago. I've not been out of prison in 10 years. He's fought Firefly once, and it was in Arkham Origins, and never since. And yet he fights a million baddies in one night, but Firefly, he's only fought him the once. And like, this
It's
is this
also
Batman's only time taking on Man-Bat and Professor Pick.
it's so funny how it's like one of the very few breadcrumbs we got of Arkham Origins being canon.
Yeah,
And that doesn't last at all.
literally.
They hate Arkham Origins.
Oh no, it's because it's actually good. He hates it because the boss fights are actually good, dude.
Mate, you know, like it's just even like the sad thing is that game stands on its own without any, relation to the Arkham universe.
Yeah,
It's just so good.
it's crazy how everything can be condensed in like the Arkham series. Not only like in one night he defeats 20 villains, but like in Arkham Origins, even the same single night Batman first fights the Joker is also the first time he's ever fought Anarchy and Mad Hatter and friggin' he's fought Bane and Killer Croc. And like, yeah, they go like Bane's back in Gotham and he's been fighting Penguin for a while. But this one night, like Batman goes on at the end of the night and he's like, about 7 new super freaks turned up tonight, Alfred. Start a new file.
But even like I think what makes it work better as a standalone as well is how he
Yeah.
basically gave Bane permanent brain damage.
Fuck him. He shouldn't have been starting shit.
It's like, you can't, I don't think it's possible for Bane to get out of that state and into the state he was in for like Asylum and City.
In City, especially, like in Asylum, he's a bit unhinged. But in City, he's talking in full sentences and he's got like a plan. So, yeah.
Yeah. In Origins, dude,
The
he like
damage.
genuinely gave him like a lobotomy. There's no way that Bane would ever be able to like snap out of that. You're not coming back from that.
Yeah, mate. Even
What did
like
you
in PS4 Spider-Man now, where he's been Spider-Man for 10 years, but he's never fought Venom, Goblin, Octopus, or Kraven until the events of this game.
He must have had like just like those 6 villains? 5?
Like Shocker, Kingpin, Scorpion, Rhino, Vulture, and Electro with his entire Rogues
I
gallery
think the Lizard
until
too.
Mr. Negative. Lizard, yeah. And Mysterio. He does mention Mysterio.
The Halloween
Big
party.
Wheel. You know what I love about that? The Halloween party has a dude dressed as Comic Electro, meaning at one point this Max Dillon did wear that costume.
Also, because I was replaying it as well, and I was generally just looking through everyone. Someone's wearing a comic accurate Scorpion suit as well, with like
He's got the watering can as his tail, doesn't he?
It's so cool.
That's boss. Because I hate Insomniac Scorpion.
The Mysterio was stupid though, because like you got this guy in, the most accurate Spidey costume for that world ever, does flips, has working webbing, and it's like, what are you? Who are you? Well, I'm Spider-Man, jackass. It's like, no,
right.
That's the most like Spider-Man you could get.
Imagine going to a Halloween costume party in 616, and someone's dressed as like the Lizard, but on the Lizard's last rampage, he ate your fiance. So you're like, oh, okay, mate. Why don't you just go as Ted Bundy?
It is kind of weird how like they're all dressing up as villains who would have definitely killed people.
Yeah, I remember in the god awful The Flash TV show, at one point there's a little kid playing with action figures of Captain Cold. But in this universe, Captain Cold has murdered several people.
It's because like, although the Avengers are mentioned in that game, I just don't think they exist. Like, I just don't.
Yeah, dude, no one's going as Batroc the Leaper, are they? It's just
even like,
all
what
Spider-Man.
are they doing? Like, seriously, what are they up to?
God knows, because they don't help. There's an alien invasion of New York, and they just don't jump in. Even Web of Shadows had like Moon Knight and Black Widow and Shield helping you out.
And then they gave like actual explanations for where the rest were.
Yeah, he tries calling them and everything.
I love that.
Fantastic
Press
4
F.
out of 10.
Press 4 for Mr. Fantastic.
Just nothing in these though, is there? Like no other than Taskmaster, there's no like other villains.
I do just hate like Spidey has such a good rogues gallery, and Insomniac just like, if it was gonna be one group of creators, I feel like after seeing how Spider-Man 2 went, it would be Insomniac, but they would just pick Screwball, wouldn't they?
Oh, mate, couldn't believe it.
They're just the type that would.
Yeah. The only
Spidey's got so many cool villains, dude, and you pick fucking Screwball.
That's what annoys me most about the PS4 game. Side mission wise, it's all like, oh, I was bird watching in the park and saw the same thug you've been beating up the whole game. It's only the Tombstone. You don't even fight Screwball until the DLC. So it's only the Tombstone mission that leads into an actual supervillain boss fight. Everything else is Spider-Man. Collect my pigeons.
Taskmaster was kind of cool with how like he'd
Oh, of
randomly
course,
attack
I
you,
forgot about him.
but
It
then
was
like
cool because he done his technique up to like mug you off if you were using the same stuff too much.
the only thing I
Like
didn't like
he had
is that, but if you just threw shit at him, he couldn't combat it, so you could just keep throwing things. He
I
didn't
saw
know
it,
what
and
to do.
I saw a video the other day of like as he jumps in, someone uses the shockwave webbing thing and just knocks him off the building, and he's gone. I loved. I'd try and manipulate where I fought him because the coolest bit there was how he could just get you anywhere. So like when he was attacking us, I'd restart, fast travel to the other side of the map, and like I was fighting him on top of like Avengers Tower and everything, mate. It was sick.
That'd have been sick. Yeah. That'd have
Yeah,
been so cool.
luring him to like Black Cat's little underground railroad bit.
It is kind of boring when it's a random rooftop, but they should have brought that mechanic back for the sequel and have Venom randomly attack you.
Oh, defo. The trailers lie to you. There's a trailer where Venom's like squaring up to you, middle of the day, trying to squash you, and then it just doesn't happen in the game. Venom is invisible to your spider sense, so he could literally just get you anywhere.
It was such a half-assed Venom. It's not even Venom.
Oh yeah, it's awful,
I
dude.
think this game should be final proof that we should stop trying to make Harry Osborn,
Anything
with
but
like,
the second Green Goblin.
yeah, like, can we stop with that,
Wait till
please?
he comes back in Ultimate, dude. He's oh, that's soon.
Uh,
What issues are they?
um,
62, is it 66? Coming up on Panel Pal Comic Club eventually. Carnage, Red Venom.
oh
We've
no,
got
not
him.
the Wolverine story.
Which
No.
issue 66. Even we don't believe this.
Oh
Nick
no.
Lowe!
Oh shit.
Oh god, it's Amazing Friends. It goes Carnage. How do you follow up Carnage? Oh, Spider-Man and his amazing friends. I don't get the appeal. Especially
How do
when
you,
there's no Firestar.
how do you follow up Carnage? The pedo story? That's
Oh, literally.
the
Oh, and
best
then
way
there's
to
the
do
shit
it.
like then there's the shit Doctor Strange two-parter where like it's all a nightmare and it's literally just filler.
I hated the fact that they teased like him and MJ finally going out on a date and then just wasn't real.
Yeah. So not a lot to really look forward to. What happens in issue 69, dude? Okay, issue 69 ends the Amazing Friends. We're on 60 now. Carnage, we should really give its own story. Know what I mean? Its own podcast episode.
Yeah,
Because
because I
it is
think
a big deal.
you can do like Wolverine, Human Torch.
Yeah, let's piss through them too.
The other ones that are after it with like the Ultimates.
So Carnage goes until issue 65. So there's a good a chunk of 5. This one was 6 and that was okay, so it's manageable. Then if we do from 66 until 71, that covers the Amazing Friends shit, the Wolverine shit, and the Doctor Strange one. And then, don't get excited when I name this villain because he's not as cool as he is in the 616. Hobgoblin, mate.
Isn't Harry the Hobgoblin?
Yes. I'm afraid so.
uh,
So that's the plan. We'll do 60 to 65, and then we'll do 66 to 71. And then
be sure to
it
tune
should
in,
be
true believers.
it
You wouldn't
should be
want to
smooth
believe it's
sailing.
true.
It should be smooth sailing after that because it goes Hobgoblin and then Warriors, in which I believe Daredevil and Moon Knight and the boys come into it. Hammerhead, dude.
Oh, and then Gene the Wolf. No.
Warriors Part 7. Geez. Oh, Shang-Chi was in it. Crazy.
Yeah.
Then Silver Sable. Okay, so it becomes okay. Like we kind of get it back after this bullshit bit now, which we'll smash through in a single episode, of course.
Oh, then the Deadpool issues.
Doesn't get.
I can't be bothered,
Oh
dude.
Jesus! Forgot about that shit show. Oh, but that means we'll have to do the annual at some point.
That is
Because
kind of important. Yeah.
I think it's right after Hobgoblin.
I have the list in here.
Ooh. Okay, issue 78 literally says dumped on the side. So
Well,
okay.
for release date, it released after issue 81.
Oh, so of course, yeah, because
Because then
obviously he
you have
doesn't immediately get with Kitty. Like there's a bit of a cool down period.
gotta have the Black Cat issue first, where she vomits on him.
Oh, true, dude. That means all of Warriors then, because that's like towards the end of Warriors. Okay, we're looking good. Oh, Warriors, what a movie as well. Sick.
Dude, I'm
But yeah,
scared. Like, soon it's gonna get so bleak.
we'll fly through the shit stuff as we say. We still got one final. Like it's about to get pretty dark before we jump into the stupid stuff. It goes. it kind of stops being like Ultimate Spider-Man the comic and becomes more like Ultimate Spider-Man the cartoon for a couple issues.
There's a lot of team ups, dude. There's like you got
Oh no.
Human Torch, Strange, Wolverine, and then you got like just all of the street level heroes.
Jack and Marvel were like, you need to start fleshing out the actual universe because we keep killing villains in other titles. All we've got is Spider-Man.
It's because I mean, like, they definitely probably realized that no one really cared about the other ones.
Yeah. This is like, they failed to spin everything off. Put Iron
Yeah,
Fist, Shang-Chi, Moon Knight all in Spider-Man. And then when fans love it, we'll give them their own series. And then it's like, okay, fans didn't really like our pedo Wolverine story.
yeah. I wonder why. Yeah, but even like in Marvel team ups, where it just sort of had random characters after a while.
But this is like taken up actual. We've only got a set amount of time for this Ultimate Universe. This has taken up limited space. It's one thing if you're in Marvel Team Up, which is like a third tier book anyway. But now this is like the real. This is go time.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be pretty rough.
At least, as we say, we'll absolutely tear through all the shit stuff, and we'll probably have a laugh doing it, just talking about how shit the book suddenly gets. Nick Lowe starting early with his bullshit, dude.
What do you have coming up on the channel, mate? What's to look
Ooh.
forward to?
Ah, dude. Based off of, if my math is correct, this week is the last week of September when this comes out.
Yeah.
So we're going into the Halloween specials, dude. Starting off with spooky superheroes. Ooh. Superstitious and
Ooh.
cowardly.
From like any um what's it called?
Both.
Both?
Yeah, I've got 2 Marvel and 2 DC.
Ah.
And one of them, dude, was Blue Devil. And he was cool as hell, mate. He's so funny. He's an
It
actor
sounds a lot
who's...
like
Like
sounds
what?
like a certain other devil character.
Oh,
He's a lawyer too, so I mean he could probably sue him for
he could for defamation and stealing. He's stealing Daredevil's look. What about you? What we got to look forward to?
Um, Probably another quick Spidey review is always my form of a break, you know, because
Yeah,
I
dude.
can't really take breaks with videos. So like, whenever I do a quick review, that's the form of a break.
Yeah.
Um, After that, I got some like members requests. So ASM 200's one of them.
Ooh.
Superior Spider-Man's another. Um,
Ooh.
I want
ASN
to do.
200's pretty good with the
I want to
burglar
do.
and Miss.
He gets
Oh, dude.
pissed off.
ASN 200's like the build up to it as Mysterio's greatest plot ever.
Oh, I got
So
the I
devious.
found the
He doesn't
book
even need
with
the costume.
his name on it from the
The
game.
Reinhardt thing, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And another one is Superior Spider-Man was a request.
Yeah. I kind of like his costume, but that's it really. I'll tell you what was better, if you must. Avenging Spider-Man during the Superior saga
I
had
vaguely remember it. I can't remember like what happened, but I do know
it
that I've
was basically Marvel team up, but with Doctor Octopus Spider-Man, and he defeats and kidnaps the Sinister Six members and tries to turn them into the Superior Six and like make them heroes by brainwashing them, and it obviously doesn't really go too well.
it's weird because like for the video I want to genuinely try to find positives during the
Yeah,
run. I think it's only fair that I do that.
well, there's a
So
lot
even
of
though
Ramos art.
uh, that's gonna be such a slog, dude. But like, I didn't like much at all of Superior Spider-Man, but I want to try to go in a mindset of like of the book being a redemption arc of sort for Doc Ock,
Oh,
even though he
good
already
thing.
had one, you know, like in the 90s,
Yeah.
which was really good. And then they undid the 90s one, then they undid the Superior Spider-Man redemption arc. None of it fucking matters. They keep on doing it.
There was a cool issue of speaking of his 90s redemption, there's a cool issue of the 2012 Scarlet Spider series
Oh
where
yeah.
he goes to New York. Kane goes to New York to like get Spider-Man's help on something. But obviously it's Otto. He doesn't know that it's Otto. And then when Otto sees him, he's pissed because he's like, "You're the bastard who killed me." And like he
Oh
starts
dude,
busting heads.
just the way that Otto like saved Spidey that one time in the 90s, that was so good.
Ah, yeah, mate.
The mouth to mouth panel.
Hand me some of that chicken. Ah, mate. Well, I think that's that. I've been Skull Ryan,
I've been Emin Stash.
and have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening.